Okay, so I was approached by someone who was questioning on how you create or how you actually set up Headless Client on your Armor-free server. To do it, we use a program called Faster to make life a lot easier than doing it the manual way of creating different command batch files that let you create the game master, which is creates the actual server instance that launches your mission files, and then create another batch file, which then creates the headless client, which is a sort of a player character that connects to the actual server. Um, so to facilitate the requirement, first you need to have faster set up on your system. I won't be going through the process of doing this, but I will be showing you the directories of how we have it set up. So basically, we have on our C drive on our server a folder literally called server. We have the Armor-free master, which contains all the files used for the Armor-free installation. This also contains mods, and also we have a folder called Steam CMD. These are the two most important ones, as the Steam CMD will contain all the files used by Steam to physically connect to Steam or the Valve servers, and will download the Armor-free installation files and the Steam Workshop mods that you will then use in your preceding Armor-free missions. Um, so first off, when you have Faster installed and set up, you need to run it as administrator. Yes to this. You'll notice I have a shield symbol as because I changed the properties on this. And basically I had it set to run always as administrator. So in my settings for Faster, we have our install directory which points to the C server Steam CMD directory. The username and password used is the account that actually owns a physical license or has a license applied for Armor Free. Now, if you own Armor Free on your Steam account, you can log in with your own Steam account and do this. Or in some circumstances, some people have a separate Steam account and they buy the games and apply it to those accounts. In this instance, this is what I've done. This is likely to be blurred out, so you won't see my login details. Um, the Armor-free install directory is where my Armor-free files will reside. And the version creator DLC, don't need to really worry about that. So get to the meat of the things. So we have on here a profile, which we then clone when we want to create new operations. So you can see we've got many different operations that we've run through. In the missions, it points to our missions directory, which is located in the Armor-free master folder. And in server, we have the server host name, the voting settings, and then, as you can see, headless clients, which is ticked as on. In here, you can set the headless client IP, which will always be 127.0.0.1. That means it's the local host. This slider will dictate how many headless clients you can launch. So I can basically slide this up and put to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Most instances, you'll probably not need more than just 2 headless clients, but sometimes you can go up to 3. Very unlikely you'll need 4. So on my instance, we've got 1, which I'll save. Once you've got your headless clients set and it's ticked, your mission set and ticked, and your mod set within here, which you have to make sure that your clients are ticked. So these are the mods that your players will need to have enabled in order to join, and your headless client will have to have enabled in order to join and be playable in order to make them configurable, so it will know what to do with them. Once those two are on, you can then start the server, and what it will do, it will launch up the Armor-free host, and then you'll see a separate one which will look similar, but will say armor-free headless client. And I will show you an example of this. So this is one we've created for the armor-free 40k liberation. So we've got the mods that are ticked for the clients. So these are people that join the server that have to have these mods enabled. And then we have the headless client that needs these mods enabled in order to join the server and be able to actually connect to it and take on the headless client role. We are running one headless client, and you can see from the other settings just briefly all our VON settings, drawing a map, and our network settings. So once you're ready to go with that, there's a button in the bottom right hand corner. It looks like a play button, which you can click launch. So now what you'll see, there are two instances. Now one will hang, and that is normal, because like I said, one will be the actual server instance, and then one will be the headless clients, and you just have to be patient and wait for it to launch. Here we go. So this is the actual host. So it says dedicated host. And now we have dedicated client. So this is the host, and this is the client. Now, there's a problem with it because it looks like someone's removed one of the mission files, so we won't log into it. So I'll try and show you one where it does work. Here we go. So this is one where it's launched up. So the dedicated host has been created. We've got 2 clients created, and what you should see is the host will start launching up. I'll log in, launch the map up, and now the clients are logging in. So you've got Headless Client 1, which is called HC1, and then we've got Headless Client 2, which is logged in, and you can see they've both logged in. And that's when you know that they're working. So you should normally name your Headless clients HC1, HC2, HC3, HC4, and that's part of the mission making process. To get the latest version of Foxer, the website you need is from the GitHub, which I'll be putting a link in the video, but it's Fox's Armor server to extend and rewrite. The latest version is release 1.8b. We are not on the latest version. We are currently running 1.7, I believe. I'll just double check this. 1.7c is what we're on. We're waiting more patches to come through because we saw some bugs, but 1.7c is what we're running at the moment. Until we see some further developments, which we hope should be releasing this end of this month. But yeah, that's it for the moment.